Yo, what is up, guys? It is your boy Winster. Hopefully you guys are having a phenomenal day. I'm coming at you today with another deck profile, branded Despia. But before we get into what you came here today, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you want to watch more Yu-Gi-Oh content. I have a ton of videos, Master Duel, Yu-Gi-Oh Pro, and deck profiles. So please be sure to subscribe if you want to see more content like that. Also, let me know what you think about the deck profile, any specific tech cards that you play, any cards you feel like I should include, or how you feel about branded Despia post-ban list. Again, I want to thank you for checking out the video, and let's get right into it today. To start us off with the main, I play a 42 card deck, but to add a little bit context, I've been having a lot of fun with branded Despia as of late. It's such a fun deck. I'm always excited when branded fusion resolves, and it's cursed when it doesn't. But I ended up taking this deck to one of my locals. It was a very small local. I think it was like no more than like 10 people. And I ended up going undefeated. And I was pretty excited considering that was like my second time ever playing the deck at a local event. So that's why I wanted to bring this deck profile to you today. To start us off, I play triple copies of Fallen of Albaz. I have seen other deck profiles play this at 2. I've seen other deck profiles play this at 1. Again, there's no wrong answer here. Play what works for you and what you like to play. But for me, I play 3 Fallen of Albaz. Up next, we play triple Aluber, the Jester of Despia. This is the starter for the deck. A lot of the deck is centered around getting this guy out into the field, resolving his effect, and adding your branded in red, branded in loss, or more importantly, branded in fusion, because that in itself is also a starter for your whole deck. Up next, we play 2 copies of Despian Tragedy. I love this card. It's almost as important as Aluber, considering this is what sometimes searches out Aluber. Also, it does have a great graveyard effect. You can banish it, and you can set 1 branded spell or trap from your graveyard to your field. My next card is Ad Libitum of Despia. I love this card. It does help out with branded in red plays, considering you can use this as fusion material, bring back one of your level 8 fusion or higher monsters, or special summon a Despia monster. The card is great. I also play 1 Dramaturge of Despia. Having 1 negate on the field is actually really phenomenal. I have seen other deck profiles not even play this card, but I really recommend that you play this because having that 1 negate is better than having none. I play the Tri-Brigade Mercourier, Springin's Kit, and Albion, the Shrouded Dragon. I love these cards. They are pretty amazing. Mercourier being the monster effect. If you control a fusion monster that mentions Fallen of Albaz, you could also banish this off of a Lower Darkness or Gold Sark to get a free search. Springin's Kit, if you control the fusion monster that mentions Fallen of Albaz, you can special summon, add as branded spell or trap. And Albion just has your branded in red blade, since you could send Albaz from the deck to the grave and then put him at the bottom, get a free card. I also play triple copies of Edgem Chain. This card is gas. When you use this off of fusion summon, you get patchwork. Patchwork gets you this and polymerization. You just have to make sure that you have your ratios right. I've seen people play this at 2. I've seen them play patchwork at 2. Personally, either of those ratios don't really work with me. I like Edgem Chain at 3. My last card to round out the monsters, and a personal tech for myself. Shout out to my boy Jason, he hates this card, but I play the light Hex Sealed Fusion. This could replace any 1 fusion substitute on any card, so you could mix this with Albion, send Fallen of Albaz, and this, and you get a Albion, and then you could go into other plays that I will show you later. Up next, we're going into the spells. What I personally think is the heart and soul of this deck is triple copies of Branded Fusion. You want this card every single time in your opening hand. If not, you want the Aluber to search this out. This could send from deck or hand to grave for a fusion summon monster. This card is amazing. It's one of the best fusion cards in recent memory, and I can't say enough about it. Branded Fusion is the heart and soul. This is the sword. I play 2 copies of Branded in red. 3 is far too clunky, considering that you have to have a Fallen of Albaz or a Despia card in the grave to even activate this. But if you manage to get this card with, if you combo it with Ad Libitum or Mirror Jade that's on the field and go into a Dark Chimera, the play is amazing. Some of my Branded Despia players probably won't agree to this, but I wanted to make this deck as consistent and as tournament ready as I can. I play 2 copies of Branded Opening. Phenomenal card. However, you only have this to get a Looper onto the field. It doesn't have an engrave effect where a fusion monster were to be destroyed by card effect. You can banish this instead. 3 can be cloggy, and you would just rather see the 2, considering how many starters you have in this deck. Up next, I play 2 Polymerization. Card's amazing, especially in this type of deck. You want to see this as much as you can, but it can be cloggy when you have a full hand of spells with no monsters or not enough monsters, so I just play the 2. Up next, I play triple copies of Frightfurt Patchwork. I have seen other deck builds play 2 of this and 2 Edgem Chain, 2 Polymerization. I've seen other deck builds play 1 Polymerization. Again, play what works for you, but this card is phenomenal. It gets you a +1 as it search Edgem Chain and Polymerization, but most of the time it's just to help also thin out your deck. I play the gas of the deck, triple Allure of Darkness. Man, this card is phenomenal, especially when you mix it with Mercurier or you mix it with Tragedy. You get a +1 off of that. So it is amazing. I love this card. Onto the shield of the deck, I play 1 Branded in Loss. This card's phenomenal. I know there's a lot of confusion on when it prevents your opponent from activating effects. To put it simply, the last thing that resolved needed to be the fusion summon of a monster in order for this to prevent your opponent from activating any kind of effects in response. So just always keep that in mind. I play the 1 Gold Sark, send off Mercurier or Tragedy, get the search. I play the 1 Foolish for the same thing, to send Tragedy to get the search. The last one of them in a deck, I play the 1 Called by the Grave. You need a Looper to resolve. You need Branded Fusion to resolve. This card's amazing. Onto a board breakers, I play triple super Polymerization. There's not much to be said. If you mix this card with Edgem Chain, get a search off of it, which is phenomenal. Clears your opponent's board depending on what fusion monsters, but card is broken. My last board breaker, I play triple copies of Dark World of No More. I was actually playing Forbidden Droplet before this, but the meta that we're in, I'm not trying to play through 13 negates just to play the game. I'd rather just play the 1 Dark Ruler and then be able to play, yeah, I won't kill my opponent, but I'll set up a pretty immaculate board. So that's it for the monsters. I do not play any traps. Considering that I have 42 cards, I would say that I still have space. I'm considering to add a hand trap, maybe an Nibiru, maybe Imperm, or maybe just add another Mercurier. Let me know what you guys think. Onto the extra deck. It's pretty generic, honestly, but I play 2 copies of Mirror Jade, 2 copies of Guardian Chimera, 2 copies of Masquerade, 2 copies of Albion, 1 copy of Quiritus, 1 copy of Lubellion, 1 copy of Purita Plandracos Capelia, 1 copy of Mudragon of the Swamp, 1 copy of Garua, 1 copy of Starving Venom. If you have this in secret, let me know. I'm looking for one. And last but not least, for my tech card, 1 copy of Dragoon. To round us off, I'm going to go into the side deck. I try to think of what the worst matchups and the most common decks that I'm going to see. So I try to implement that into a lot of this deck building. and what I want to happen into game 3 or going into game 2. I play triple copies of Crossout Designator. Obviously, I play the 1 Ash because I need to make sure that Aluber resolves. I play triple copies of Cosmic Cyclone, just for those, you know, Eldritch decks, back row heavy decks. I need to make sure that I clear it out before I go in. More back row hate, double copies of Lightning Storm, and then 1 Harpy's Feather Duster. And I also play triple copies of Evenly Matched. This is just to help me break a board when mix this with Dark Ruler more. That has happened to me time and time again. Dark Ruler into this, you might as well go GG's, man. Yeah, you won't kill him, but GG's, bro. Offer handshake. And then to round out the side deck, I play 1 Necro Banshee, and then I play Zombie World. And this is just to get over the tier limit, considering that they have to be Aqua in the grave to, you know, resolve their fusion summon. Yo guys, thank you so much for the support. I do appreciate it. That's going to be it for today's video. Let me know what you feel. Let me know how you feel about my branded Despia deck. If you would make any kind of changes, do you agree with some of my ratios? Let me know everything in the comment section below. And please guys, please consider subscribing to the channel. And if you want to check any of this action live, please make sure to check out all my social media. I'm going to put it in the description below. We have a pretty active Discord for Yu-Gi-Oh, for fighting games. Make sure you guys check that out. And if you want to see any of the action live, twitch.tv/EvilWinster. Make sure you pull up. I stream very consistently Yu-Gi-Oh, play with viewers and stuff like that. So check that out. But until next time, I'll catch you guys later. Peace out.